Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Ever wondered what a 14th century poet's version of a hellish road trip would look like? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the most epic and terrifying journeys ever written. Dante Alighieri's Inferno. This isn't just a story, it's a guided tour through the 9 circles of hell. And trust me, it gets wilder the deeper we go. Our story begins with Dante, our protagonist, who finds himself lost in a dark wood, symbolizing his own midlife crisis and spiritual confusion. He's panicking, trying to find his way out, when he's blocked by 3 scary beasts: a leopard, a lion, and a she-wolf. Things are looking pretty grim until a guide appears out of nowhere. It's the ghost of the great Roman poet Virgil. He tells Dante that the only way to escape this dark wood and find his way back to righteousness is to take a little detour, straight through the depths of hell. Dante, understandably hesitant, eventually agrees. Virgil is his guide, his rock, his ancient GPS for this underworld adventure. They approach a massive gate, and above it, an inscription that sends shivers down your spine. "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Yikes. This is the official entrance to hell. But before they even get to the first circle, they find themselves in the vestibule, or the lobby of hell. This place is for the neutrals, the souls who didn't choose good or evil in life. They just existed. Their punishment? They're forced to chase a meaningless banner for all eternity while being stung by wasps and hornets. It's a grim reminder: indecision is a decision, and it has consequences. After crossing the river Acheron with the grumpy ferryman Charon, they finally enter the first circle, Limbo. Now, Limbo isn't what you might expect. It's not fiery or torturous. It's a calm but sad place. It's home to the virtuous non-Christians, people who lived good lives but were born before Christ or were never baptized. Here, Dante meets legendary figures like Homer, Socrates, and Plato. They live in a noble castle with green meadows, but their punishment is spiritual. They can never see God. They live with a constant, unfulfilled desire for something they can never have. It's a quiet, eternal ache. Pressing on, they descend to the second circle, and this is where the real punishments begin. The air is thick with screams and a violent, never-ending storm. This circle is for the lustful. Souls are tossed and turned relentlessly by a furious wind, just as they were swept away by their passions in life. Here, Dante has a heart-wrenching conversation with Francesca da Rimini, who tells him the tragic story of her and her lover, Paolo. Her tale is so moving that Dante actually faints from pity. It's a powerful moment that shows us Dante isn't just a tourist, he's deeply affected by the suffering he witnesses. Next up, the third circle, a place of freezing, disgusting rain. Think mud, sleet, and filth everywhere. This is for the gluttonous. These souls are forced to lie in this vile slush while being torn apart by Cerberus, the 3-headed dog of hell. It's a grotesque punishment that perfectly mirrors their sin of overindulgence. They consumed excessively in life, and now they are consumed for eternity. It's a stark and frankly pretty gross image. Moving down to the fourth circle, things get even more chaotic. Here, the greedy and the wasteful are locked in an eternal struggle. They are divided into 2 groups, pushing massive, heavy weights against each other. The hoarders shout, "Why do you hoard?" And the spendthrifts yell back, "Why do you waste?" They clash, turn around, and repeat the process forever. It's a pointless, exhausting battle that represents their futile obsession with material wealth in their earthly lives. Dante and Virgil then reach the 5th circle, which is the swampy river Styx. The wrathful are here, eternally fighting each other in the mud, their anger consuming them completely. But there's another group here too. Just beneath the murky water are the sullen, those who were gloomy and resentful in life. They can't speak. They just gurgle beneath the surface, forever trapped in the swamp just as they were trapped in their own negativity. It's a chilling scene, showing the 2 sides of anger, the explosive and the silently resentful. Now we're entering the city of Dis, which marks the entrance to lower hell. The sins from here on are more serious, based on malice rather than weakness. The 6th circle is a vast cemetery with fiery tombs. Inside these burning coffins are the heretics, those who went against the established religious doctrine. They are trapped in eternal fire because they taught that the soul dies with the body. So fittingly, their souls are now trapped in a fiery grave. From there, they descend into the seventh circle, which is reserved for the violent. This circle is so large it's split into 3 rings. The first ring is a river of boiling blood, where those who were violent against their neighbors, tyrants and warlords, are submerged. Centaurs patrol the banks, shooting arrows at anyone who tries to rise too high. The second ring is the wood of the suicides. Here, those who were violent against themselves are turned into gnarled, thorny trees. They can only speak when a branch is broken, which causes them immense pain. It's a truly tragic and disturbing place. The third ring is a burning desert with a constant rain of fire, punishing those violent against God, nature, and art. Things get even darker in the 8th circle, known as Malbolge, or evil pouches. It's a massive, funnel-shaped pit divided into 10 concentric ditches. Each ditch punishes a different kind of fraud. We're talking about seducers being whipped by demons, flatterers sunk in filth, sorcerers with their heads twisted backward, corrupt politicians boiled in tar, and thieves whose bodies are constantly stolen and morphed by snakes. It's a showcase of human deception, with each punishment being a twisted reflection, a contrapasso of the specific sin. This circle is complex, disgusting, and a masterclass in poetic justice. Finally, Dante and Virgil reach the bottom of the pit, the 9th and final circle of hell. This isn't a fiery furnace, it's a frozen lake called Cocytus. This is the ultimate punishment reserved for the treacherous, the betrayers. The coldness symbolizes the absolute lack of love and warmth in their actions. This circle is also divided into 4 zones for those who betrayed their kin, their country, their guests, and their lords. And at the very center, frozen up to his chest, is the ultimate betrayer himself, Lucifer. He's a monstrous 3-faced beast, and in each of his 3 mouths he chews on the 3 greatest traitors in history, Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus, and Brutus and Cassius, who betrayed Julius Caesar. Seeing this ultimate vision of evil, Dante and Virgil know their journey is over. They climb down Lucifer's frozen body, using him as a sort of grotesque ladder, pass through the center of the earth, and finally emerge on the other side. They look up and see the stars again, finally free from the darkness of the Inferno, ready to begin their ascent up the mountain of purgatory. And that's the whirlwind tour of Dante's Inferno. It's an incredible story about sin, punishment, and the long, hard road to redemption. It's a journey that has captivated readers for over 700 years, and it's easy to see why. What a ride. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of literature's greatest epics. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments which circle you found the most terrifying. Until next time, stay curious.